Last week on Legally Kidnapped.
Good evening. Tiger Woods is reunited with his children for the first time in over a month after leaving rehab. In Alberta, Canada, the child and youth advocate claims that there is no way to guarantee the safety of foster children. Imagine that. The anti-abuse morons of Florida failed in their bid to prevent Pete Townsend from playing at the Super Bowl halftime show. A confidential report reveals flaws in the Northern Territories of Australia's child welfare system. And a group of Australian politicians calls for an end to the culture of cover-up. In Alaska this week, a lawyer has filed a lawsuit against several shrinks for unnecessarily medicating children. And the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals holds up a decision to grant class action status in a lawsuit seeking to reform Oklahoma's foster care system. A system suck cries about how the Calgary foster molester case casts a dark shadow over foster parents. And the Pope condemns child abuse by priests. A DCF worker in Florida catches a mom who was staying in a domestic violence shelter with marijuana. In Colorado this week, a school pushes for legislation to require DHS to notify the schools of potentially dangerous foster children. And in Ohio, there are complaints that the state is too slow to correct errors in their child abuse database. Talk show host Oprah Winfrey is going to host a call-in radio show on child abuse. DCF in Florida settles a case agreeing to pay $250,000 in a case where a 2-month-old died after being improperly placed with her father. In Tennessee, more than a dozen DCS workers claim that children are at risk because of the department's focus on mandates and quotas. And in Florida, police handcuff a 6-year-old girl for having a temper tantrum at school. A 4-year-old Nigerian boy who was left behind when his mother was deported is now in his 4th foster home in 5 months. A Virginia Beach woman is charged in the shaken baby death of a 9-month-old foster child. A grandmother in Australia is fighting for custody of her grandchildren after being told she is too old to care for them. And a judge in Haiti orders the release of the 10 Americans who are accused of child trafficking. For these stories and all the latest dirt on the child protective industry, visit www.legallykidnapped.com. And until next week, this is Baby LK, over and out.